minute to adjust your feet either closer towards your groin, so closer to your bum to make the knees a sharper point, or maybe lengthen away the legs. So you don't need to always have such a deep bend, or rather opening into the hips. It can feel quite nice if you soften sometimes and ease off the depth of the opening in the hip joint there by moving the feet away a little bit more. And you might just find that by softening and not sort of going, which we typically do all the time, to our full expression, that's like the full depth of a pose early on, can make sure that we're being a bit kinder and a bit more gentle to our bodies. So just breathe in there. Let's have our hands on our ribs, or maybe one hand on our heart and one on our belly. And then just focus on that. Rise and fall through the ribs, the chest. And just let those hips slowly settle. So we're really just using gravity on the inside of the thighs there and the knees to just gently let them open. You've probably been sat, a little bit of walking. And when you're ready, let's draw the knees in to the chest. Take an Apanasana, so that is knee to chest pose to begin with. Gentle rock left and right. And then let's lengthen away that left leg. Bring the right knee all the way over the chest and take a nice big twist into the spine to begin with. Just a couple of moments here, breathing. Soften into the belly so that you can really twist. Don't hold any tension through that mid region. Release back through the center, extend your right leg and then left knee in. Right hand to the left knee and then twist it over to the other side. No forcing, just let that knee and gravity take control of the twist. Opening up that left hand, try and connect that to the side. Big opening on the body there. Roll back through. Let's take our right ankle on top of the left and then thread the needle. So draw the hands around the back of the thigh and then extend your left foot to the sky as you draw the legs in towards you. So pull the hands behind that left hamstring, the back of the thigh there, and really draw the legs in towards you with that nice long leg, and the right leg is bent. So a reclined pigeon. You can work the hands up towards the calf, maybe even grab the toes to increase the stretch. Come in to have a little look, and that should be getting deep into your left hamstring. Release off. So Dom and Shannon, you've got one leg bent on top of the other as opposed to two straight legs. If that makes sense. So now other side. Left leg on top of your right thigh. Left ankle on top. That's it, Dom. Yes. Yeah, then you pull into the long leg, reaching up to the sky, so your right leg is extended. Yes, there you go. Now flex that ankle, sole of foot all the way up to the sky, really push it up, lengthen into that hamstring, and then maybe bring the hands to work them behind the calf. So you need to release them from the back of the thigh, bring them over the top of the shin. So bring them back through your leg, Gabe, and then place them behind the calf. Yes, reach up. No, from on top of the shin. Yes, now grab behind you. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And keep reaching, keep pulling. Lovely. Well done, guys. And then slowly release off. And then let's take the legs into a big happy baby. So bending those knees to the outside, of the armpits either side, reaching through the legs with the arms, so the inside of the legs to catch hold of the outside of the foot. So we come through and out. Little rock and roll. Now here is your first opportunity, well, second opportunity to start lengthening into the hamstrings. So extend one leg at a time, up and overhead or out to the side. You can do it rocking with a little bit of movement. Start getting into the hamstrings, should feel good in the hips. And then rock all the way up and through. Lovely. Come all the way through to all fours. And then from there, here we go for J. We're going to bring our right leg forward to the outside of our right hand, getting deep into a lizard stretch. So, few options here. Find out what feels good. Let's push our right shoulder to the inside. Find a connection to the inside of our right knee. Lovely. And then you can bring the hand through to deepen that stretch. So right hand comes all the way underneath, behind the foot to the outside of the foot, and you lengthen away the left leg. You can pick up the knee on the back. So you fire up that left heel, you lift the knee away from the floor. So now you've got toes of the left connected. Lower that left knee back down if you did drive it up. Release the right leg back and then step forward with the left leg. So beginning with the left leg wide, hands through the centre, and just connect that left shoulder to the inside. So try and just draw down with the arms to find that connection. So you're pushing your left leg into the outside of your left tricep and shoulder. You're making a connection there. Bit of pressure. You're pushing into it and the leg is pushing into your shoulder. And then you can sweep the left arm around and under to the outside of the left foot. And it's as if you were going to pick up your front leg, which is, there is a pose eventually if you can do it. If you can get your leg to balance, you can lift it up and away, but mine's going to slip off. You really need to make a ledge with it. Lift up your knee by tucking your right toes, staying in that pose there. Big, big power pose. Deepening into the hips and the hamstrings. Release the right leg back down. And sweep it all the way back. Come to sit back, toes together, knees wide. Take Balasana for a moment. So your child's pose. And then roll forward through all fours a minute. Tuck your toes. They're knee distance apart behind you. You're going to push back and start to roll knees off away from the floor. And come into our toe balance. We want to try and drive the knees forward and lift the chest. If you still need your fingertips on the floor, that's fine. But just rather than having an arched back, let's keep that chest up nice and high here. Lifting the arms forward. And as I said, making a bigger separation between thigh to chest. So we're opening up this angle here. Knees drive forward, deep into the flex in the toes, hands forward. Take an inhale, release the hands to the floor, really push them into the floor. Exhale, hips up to a forward fold. And then come back down. Now we're going to shimmy our legs a little bit wider into Malasana, garland pose, so our yoga squat. You ideally want to try and connect soles of the feet down. Hands and arms to the inside of the thighs, and let's open them up. So we're in this nice big squat here. Beautiful into the hip joints. Now what we're going to do is we are going to forward fold, but it does get us into our hamstrings, okay? Doing it like this. So we're going to inhale, big inhale, exhale, hands to the floor, lift our hips high, Stretch the hamstrings. Inhale, rotate through the feet, come back into that wide squat. Open the arms. Exhale. Take your time here. Use your breath. You might need to take a couple of breaths if it feels too quick. If you can't quite catch your breath as you release back down. Take your time, repeat. Squat to the forward fold, getting deep into your hamstrings there. Yes, lovely. So keep going. Let's have a few more of these. So if you need to, you open the feet up a little wider. And if you're not quite getting the heel connection, so you're still on the toes, absolutely fine. What we want to be feeling is deep hips. Should feel lovely for you, Dom. And then the hamstring extension as we lift those hips high. And really let the head release. So a couple more of these. This is big. The hips are going to be feeling warm. They're going to be giving you feedback. One more. And then stay in the forward fold. Bring the feet, heel toe them together. Sweep the arms forward, sit back deep into chair pose. So arms forward, knees, thighs, really zip them up to join forward. Arms reaching forward, tuck your tailbone down and bring your belly button into your spine. Stay strong. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Okay, we're going to work, which we're doing in my normal class as well, tree balance. So we need to have strength in our grounded leg, foundation leg, and then we're going to work hamstring into a lunge. Okay, so balancing, left leg first. We want to rotate our knee to the outside, right knee is going to rotate out. And you're going to either bring the bottom of the foot, so the arch of the foot, to calf or thigh. So lift it up with your right leg, your right hand if you need to. Push the foot and the thigh together. The knees out to the sides, hands at heart center or on hips, or maybe holding something for balance. Grow a bit taller. And just breathe. Focus on a spot. Okay, hold it. Now, lift the arms up high. Little bend to the left. Little bend to the right. Try not to fall out of it, but if you do, just reset. Stay strong. Bring your belly in. Stay strong. Try and lift your gaze up towards your hands. Stay solid and strong. You're grounded. Release off the hands. That leg, don't let it touch the floor. Sweep it back all the way, toes facing the front, chest forward, hands to hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, chest forward halfway. Take a pause, take a cycle of breath. Then release on an exhale, hands frame the front foot, pyramid pose. So hamstring on the front leg here should be saying, love it, love it, love it. Step back further with your right leg, lower the knee down, untuck the toes, sweep up. Lunge. Front of the leg there should feel wonderful. Release down. Tuck right toes. Push up. Both feet to meet. Sweep all the way up to stand. Okay, so the other leg. Right leg is our strong standing foundation leg. Left knee is rotating out to the left side this time. So find either calf or above the knee. Never the knee, we never put pressure on the knee. The leg and the foot join. Solid. When you're ready, you lift your arms up and overhead. and grow taller. Now, if you're finding one leg is easier than the other, don't get frustrated with yourself. Just acknowledge that one side works better than the other, yeah? Also, note to self, skin on skin is super sticky and it really helps. Leggings can be an absolute pain in the arse, so can joggers. Wear the right clothing and it really does help. Don't get frustrated if it's not happening tonight. Lift your gaze up to take the boundary a little bit further of your control in this pose. Release off, swing the left leg, step it back. Inhale, lift the chest, and then reaching forward with the chest. Pausing halfway to take a cycle of breath in and out, and then folding forwards, and then your right hamstring, which is in front this time, you're releasing that chest, curling your nose in towards your knee, and then stepping back further with your left leg. Low lunge. Inhale, push up. Reaching to the sky. Releasing down. Sweep your right leg back. And then come all the way round. Release your legs to the front. So we're coming into wide legs now for Shannon. Working into still hamstrings and then our wide legs. So from here, take those legs out nice and wide. Push from the back so that you tip this bowl, all of your your pelvic bowl here, forward. Okay, so rock forward. You can find those bones underneath your hips there, your sitting bones, and you want to just try and tip forward from them. From there, left arm down to the inside of your left thigh. Okay, or sweep it in front of you. Forearm can just be down in front of you. And then you're going to lift up your right arm, sweep it up and overhead, and then try and turn your chest up to the sky. That's it. Now, excuse me. If that feels too intense with this arm hanging out above you and you feel like it's giving you way too much feedback and discomfort, bring that arm behind your body so that the back of the palm is on your spine, and then you just open up with the shoulder and the elbow instead. And try not to force it, okay? Try and ease into this. This is a big pose. You're going to feel it in the back of the body, along your hamstrings. So this is different to when we just turn and we reach for our toes, okay? We're decompressing our spine in this motion, a flexion to one side. We're opening up the hips. Return your right arm down to the floor. We're going to reach forward with the fingertips, point the toes, and then lay the chest forward and down. This is where you're going to feel beautiful sensation, the inside of the hips, inside the groin, along the inside of the thigh. And if you can, maybe reach for your ankles and then keep lowering that chest down. Breathe. Push up and out, taking your time. Right arm down this time to the inside of right thigh. If you can, because I know some of you are very flexible, if you can reach your foot there, then please do. But you don't want to compensate reaching for the foot and collapsing forward. So that's why it's nice to ground down, back of the forearm, sweep the left arm up and over, and then rotate chest towards the sky there as you're releasing down on that side. So beautiful big stretch on the left of your ribs there. Remembering you can bring that left arm behind your body instead and open that shoulder. as if someone's coming behind you and gently opening up that top shoulder and tricep up towards the sky, and just gently easing you open with the chest. Good. 2 more breaths there. Sweep that arm up and over, and then once more forward. So a big lift up of the chest. The longer you make your body here, you lift up and out of the pelvis, up and out of the hips, and then reach forwards. Soften. So remember, we're not curling in here. We don't want a big curve of the back of the body. I'd like you to come down like a flat pancake. So it's chest to floor. Yeah, heart space forward first. That's it, Shannon. Forward, forward, forward. Imagine you're being pulled from the heart forward, and then you lower. That should feel nice. Try and keep kneecaps up so the legs are rotating away. Yeah, there you go. And now forward. Yes, and that should feel, yeah, give me thumbs up. Yes, lovely. Keep that going, hold it, and breathe. Big breaths. It's going to feel great in a minute when you come out of this. Slowly find an inhale and come all the way up. Cross the legs. Ah, wonderful. Left hand, right knee, gentle twist to the right. Through center, right hand, left knee, twist to the left. Forward, hands come over the shins, release the back of the body. Now you can curve. Now find softness in your cross leg forward fold. Soften through the hips, soften through the back of the body. Relax your belly, no tension. Release the abdominals. Doesn't matter how much. We fold forward now. We roll through the spine. Push up and out. Change the lead leg to bring the back shin to the front. Switch the legs over. And then once more, forward folding over those shins, releasing, curving. And just checking in with which side felt better for you. The differences between the left and the right there. Slowly coming out. And then let's soles of the feet to the floor, knees bend, sweep the arms around, so quite wide with the feet, and then chest forward and through, release off the neck, and then just hang out here. Release the tension in the neck, just drape the body over the front of the thighs and the arms around the shins or the knees. And take a few big breaths there. Loads of space in the belly to breathe. Loads of space in the back body. Just have a think about whether you achieved in such a short time some release in some of those places that were causing a little bit of discomfort, stress, holding some tension. And then let's lift up and out. And give thanks to another sweet little practice. Thanks, guys. Namaste.
Namaste.
How is everyone feeling now? A little bit better? I hope so.
That was really nice. Thank you.
Good. Feeling a bit better, Dom, yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So it's really difficult to get the thin line between making sure that you guys don't work the muscles to a point at which you maybe become uncomfortable in training. If you do a good session tonight and you do loads of kicking and you've really extended or worked into the joints too much, it's really just trying to get them with enough space to feel good, but then you don't take them to exhaustion, yeah? So making sure that you just take care, do the stretches as much as you can. Who honestly gets in another stretching session? Whether it's mine or not, I don't mind. I'm not going to take offence. Well done, Shannon. Danny does, I know, because he does loads with me. Gabe's like, oh.
I'll do a moon sail occasionally.
Yeah, good. Brilliant. Well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. The more you can do, it really is that whole thing of the more you do, the better you'll feel. Without, again, thin line, without doing too much. You know, if you spend all day in box splits, you're going to end up like having really uncomfortable hips. But if you spend a couple of minutes each day while you're watching telly, for instance, Shannon, your box splits you should find will improve, yeah?
Yeah.
If that's the aim.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You're very welcome. Have a lovely training session. Take care, everybody.
Yes.
All right. Bye, guys.